Hi everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for hanging out with me for Project Life Week 52 of 2024. Hello, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Welcome to the last week of my Project Life album for 2024. This is volume 2 of 2, so stay tuned for a full flip through of the completed second volume of this majorly large project. I use a 9x12 album. I pre-select the photos, I pre-select the cards and the embellishments, and I basically just film the process. So let's dive in. I am using most of the December Stories by the Month kit from Ali Edwards, along with this title card, which I thought matched pretty well. That is from the December Daily kit. I have alpha stickers from Studio Calico. The labels are Studio Calico, and then these puffy hearts are from Ali Edwards also, but from the Advent sticker kit that was available for purchase this year, in addition to December Daily's main kit. So I am putting these pages together very quickly. I have not yet documented them in December Daily because I just finished filming my first album full flip through. So I have up to story number 16 completed. I wanted to make sure to finish my Project Life before I kept on with December Daily. I also have some other content commitments for other companies, so definitely make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell turned on so that you guys don't miss anything I put out if you're into unboxings and that type of thing. Anywho, you can see I've got a bunch of chipboard in this little tree tray over here, and I wasn't sure that I was going to use the numbers, so I pulled all those out just so that it was easier to see what other chipboard elements I could work with. This is some very, very old washi. It's like ancient, literally over, this decades old, but it's red and green, and I thought it kind of added a little something to my photos. And when I first started doing Project Life a year ago, 2 years ago, I used washi in every spread every week, and I kind of got over it, and I felt like it looked like a little much in some of the spreads, but I just used it again for week 51, and I really liked it, so I decided to bring it back for the last week. So for the title card, I just spelled out week 52 and put the dates, which is the 23rd through the 29th of December. And then the photo on the left was Nora roller skating for the first time, so I just took those alphas and spelled out first with some washi and a puffy heart. The middle row is pictures from Christmas, so there's a photo of Nora with her Aunt Kit, her Uncle Josh, and Kit and Tully's daughter Sutton in the sunroom at my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house in Michigan. And then I just spelled out Christmas, put a chipboard circle that said ho 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 and the good tidings word phrase sticker. And in the middle, I'll journal about things throughout the week. And then the photo on the right is Nora and her cousins minus Junior and Sutton, who are not here at the time I took this picture. So I just put gather together in a chipboard circle right in the middle of them, since there was like a dark spot, and use the alphas to spell out cuz and put a green heart. On the December 3 Things notebook or note card, I am journaling about Monday, how we met up with Fiona, Jesse, and Sam at the roller skating rink, and it was both of their first time, and it was challenging. And then later we took my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and Matt's brother Steve out to dinner. On Tuesday, it was Christmas Eve. We had a chill day. We took Nora to her cousin Fiona's house for a little bit because she lives literally like a mile down the road from my in-laws. And then we went to Christmas Eve service at Matt's former local church. Then Wednesday was Christmas, and we saw everybody, but a lot more people than usual. My in-laws. So my husband is the oldest of 5 boys. His brother Josh, who is in the photo that I mentioned earlier, is married to Chrissy, and Chrissy's family, Chrissy is from the UK. Her parents currently live in Scotland, and they were visiting. So I journaled about that and how it was just a crazy day with cousins running all over the place. And then the bottom row is just this joyful vellum card, which is my favorite, and I just kept it simple. I put a few puffy hearts on it and left it as is. I think it's perfection. And then there's a photo that I attached to the back of the 4x6 card that is on the other side of the page protector, because this is actually a slot meant for a 4x6 card, but I just wanted to use the photo I had printed that was at a 3x4 size, and so I just stuck a card next to it, and they both share that 4x6 space. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's just a photo of Nora and some of the kiddos that were at Chapman Christmas, which happened later on in the week, and that is where the extended family gets together. So it's not just my husband and his brothers and their children, but it's my in-laws and their my father-in-law's side of the family, so his sister's brothers and their kids. So it's a big gathering. So I wrote that it was just more of family, loudness, craziness, and fun. And that's going to do it for the left side. I'll show you the close-ups in real time here in just a sec, and also wanted to note that I'm using my Eco Twisby in Fine to write my journaling. Alrighty, so moving to the right side, I have two big 4x6 photos that I created 6 pictures on each because there were just so many photos from this week. So while I tried to keep the spread simple with embellishments, I think it still looks very busy because of all of the photos and all the journaling, and there wasn't really a way for me to avoid that. So it is what it is. I think it still turned out pretty cute. And again, keeping it very simple because I want the photos to be the front and center of this spread. So I just put washi with a joy chipboard piece, and then so grateful with a with a puffy heart. And then on the vellum that says so thankful for these December memories, celebrate the season, I just put a navy blue puffy heart. And then the middle row is my favorite picture of Nora and Sutton at the Children's Museum. We ended up staying with, and by the way, the top 6 photos are all taken over the few days that we stayed with Matt's youngest brother Tully, his wife Kit, and then their kids Sutton and Tully Jr. So we just call him Junior, or TJ. And one of the days we literally just sat on the couch the entire day from like wake up to bedtime. We only left to go eat dinner in the kitchen. And they just played video games. Nora was obsessed with using their PS5, playing Rabbids, and what was the other game they were playing? Oh, Sackboy. I don't really have any interest in that type of thing, so I just kind of sat and scrolled on my phone and chilled out and caught up in my Hobonichi journaling while they played all day. But yeah, I was able to capture a lot of photos. Nora got a ton of cousin time, which was fantastic, and really did not want to leave, like was near tears having to go home, which is always so sad. And so one of the days, I think it was Friday, the 27th, we took the kids and Tully, because Kit had to work, to the Children's Museum downtown. And that's my favorite picture of Nora and Sutton inside this giant bubble. And so I journaled about all those things on this joyful 4x6 card that says, here's the story. And I used the alphas again to put the initials for Grand Rapids, which is where we were, and put a word phrase that said documented, and then use those alphas again to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and journaled about how we packed the car again and went to Grand Rapids for a few days, talked about them having a video game day, talked about how I didn't sleep basically the whole time we were there because unfortunately the air mattress that Nora normally slept on had a hole in it and couldn't be fixed, and I ended up sleeping basically on the floor for the other 2 nights and didn't really sleep. But we still managed to have fun, and then talked about how we took them to the museum and then had to pack up and head back towards my in-laws, which is where Chapman Christmas was, on Saturday the 28th. So we were all over the place this short trip, and I was exhausted by the time we got home. On our way back home, we always break up the trip by staying in Niagara Falls on the day back to New York. So we drive from Michigan through Canada, just over the other side to the Niagara area of New York. And we just went to dinner and then checked into our hotel. We went to the Rainforest Cafe, as we do every year, but we decided this might be our last year. We're kind of over it, my husband and I. So we'll have to find a new place. Let me know if you have any recs for Niagara Falls, New York area. All right, friends, here are the close-ups in real time. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, watching me put these stories together, and stay tuned because they will be documented once more in more detail in December daily. So be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Take care, friends. Remember that you are enough. Bye.